Hello viewers, welcome to SHECARS YouTube channel. Wow, what a great time Kia is having in India from August 2019. Kia made its entry into India with Kia Seltos, then came in the Carnival, and now we have the compact SUV Kia Sonet. Kia is tasting a great amount of success in India, starting from its Kia Seltos till Kia Sonet today. Talking about the Kia Sonet, this car is built on the Hyundai Venue platform, and this car has already made its entry into the hearts of Indians. This car has got a lot of first in segment features which is attracting the Indians to buy one. Stylish and fresh look, safety features, widespread of variant list, an unbelievable price range, and UVO and lot more are the positives of this Kia Sonet. Talking about the engine options of this car, we have got 1.2 liter petrol engine and 1.0 turbo petrol engines, and we have got the 1.5 liter diesel engines which are compliant with BS6. Now we are going to discuss about the all new Kia Sonet 1.5 diesel manual variant, which is already creating a lot of buzz in the Indian auto market.
Based on Hyundai Kia's K platform, the Sonet shares its underpinnings, hardpoints, and pretty much its entire endoskeleton with Hyundai Venue. But its body shell is completely redesigned with the design characteristic elements seen in other Kia models. To start with the front portion of the Kia Sonet, the headlamps with a day-running LED in shape of pulse of a heartbeat as seen on an ECG is one of the distinctive signature elements, and so is the Tiger Nose grille from Kia. The sportier GT variant gets red studs on the grille, and you have got the Kia badging on top of the bonnet. These red highlights continues on the bumpers and sides to make it look more sportier. Overall, this car looks muscular from the front. The weight of the bonnet isn't the heaviest in the segment, so we could say this make is a okayish one. And if you look at the engine room, this looks compact, and this diesel engine whatever we are seeing is same as that of a Venue, but with a certain amount of tuning done in order to produce more torque. The power bulges on the bonnet, the curves and cuts make the car look more sportier, and these curves continue on the side profile of the car too. This beefy wheel cladding continues on the doors till the end of the car, and you've got the ORVM with mirrors with a piano black which doesn't have a 360-degree camera, and these chrome handles look premium. This is complemented with the chrome lining on the doors. The smart looking 16-inch alloys add character to its styling. The roof railings goes hand in hand with the design of the side profile. To conclude, overall side profile of this car looks good but not great. The rear styling is as distinctive as the fronts, thanks to the smoke tail lamps which is connected by a reflector strip running across width of the tailgate. The rear bumper has a sports car like diffuser and a twin exhaust housings, but they are just for show and could divide opinion. To talk about the rear elements of this car, we've got the Kia badging at the middle and a camera on top of it. The Sonet badging is on the left hand side with the GT line on the right hand. So the top variants get the rear wiper with a defoggers. Now let's get inside the boot of this car. The lights on the door and that of the ones which are on the walls of the boot makes it easier during the night. This car has got the best in segment boot space of 392 liters but 60-40 split seats are missing. You've got the spare wheel integrated underneath. This is a steel wheel along with the jack, and this being a 15-inch wheel. On the whole, the Kia Sonet is a stylish compact SUV and is likely to stand out in a crowd with its bold and distinctive design elements.
Let's drive this car and check out how this performs on Indian roads. Okay. It's impressive. Isn't feeling like a diesel car at all. (1500 RPM in just 3 seconds. The sound of the car doesn't even seem like you are driving a diesel engine. And when it comes to the diesel cars in this segment, we would take EcoSport as the benchmark. I think in the quality of the drive, this is competing very well with this car, but on the sound, I think this is far better than EcoSport. Inside the cabin, I can really say that there is almost a zero noise. So that is the first point which impressed me a lot. And even under low RPMs, I can see that surge in the power, which is missing in a lot of SUVs these days. So one thing I can say, Kia have done a very good job in the refinement part when compared to Venue as well, its sister concern. I've driven Venue, but it isn't this responsive. The suspension seems to be a bit stiffer. I think that's a common point in a lot of the SUVs. So now we have got some road humps and dents. Let's see how it performs. I think this is okayish. I've almost driven this car for 30 to 40 kilometers now, and this car is performing really well than what I expected. And at high speeds, there's a great amount of stability in the car. I think thanks to the high strength steel that's been used in this car. So as we can see, the lower RPM performances being good. Even in city, this is a good car to drive. The steering is a bit heavier when compared to the petrol variants of this car. Yeah, that is almost seen in most of the cars. That's for the reason that you have got a lot of weight on your front axle. Yeah, I'm just loving the power, man. It's punchy. The engine is punchy. That is what I can say. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive regular notifications on all our auto updates.
Once you are seated inside, it is the interiors that really bowl you over. It isn't merely the design that looks premium, but the quality of the material, texture, and the fit and finish that makes you feel that you have got your money worth. The black leather seats with red double stitching makes the interior look more sportier in the GT line. This car also accommodates air purifier, rear AC vents and a charging point for the rear passengers too. The doors have got the hard plastic along with the leather trim on the door handles. You have got all the power windows control on the driver's seat. The handles look practical and so are the bottle holders. The seats have got the GT badging and look well proportioned and give a great appeal to the interiors of the car. Across all trims, we get a semi-digital instrument cluster as standard. We see a 3.5-inch monochrome instrument cluster flanked on either sides with the dials of tachometer and temperature gauge. You have also the tire pressure monitor on the screen. The steering wheel is tilt adjustable. Sadly, we don't get the reach adjustment even on the top level trims. The right handle helps you in controlling the headlight of the car, and the auto option comes with the top variant. You've got the engine start stop, traction and parking on the dash. On the left, you have the wiper controls with the auto wiper for the top end variant. For passenger safety, this car has got 2 airbags as standard and 6 airbags in the top end variant. The middle console contains all the switches for the AC and the vertical air vents. This has also got a 10.25-inch infotainment system which is first in the segment. Now let's get into the details of this infotainment system. You've got all the settings under the setup tab. So under the device connection, you can control the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay with the Bluetooth. And under vehicle settings, you can set the sensors that are available in the car and internal air circulation. This one is for the headlight and the safety door locks for the kids. Under the display section, you can go and adjust the brightness of the light of the screen in order to use it in the daytime. And buttons, you can control the switch that you need for your Bluetooth connection. And under general, you can check the software version, date, time, etc. can be maintained here. This UVO makes your car smart with 57 features that you can control through your phone, which is available only in the top end variant. The night dimming mirror and a lot of detailing has gone into the interiors of this car. Here is a piano black finish for the top end variant, which is silver for the others, and the gear knob with double red stitching. Here is a wireless charging place along with 12 volt socket with USB. The large buttons for the climate control feel great to operate, but personally I did not like this piece of the console, which looks out of style and doesn't go in with the interiors of this car. The glow box is small and doesn't have the cooling capabilities, and you've got 2 cabin lights with a sunglass holder. You've also got the sunglass controls at the middle, which is a one touch which moves both blinds as well as glass. The sunroof is pretty small and good for the kids. They'll have a good time with this. This sunglass comes in with the anti-pinch technology for the safety, and when you close the glass, you will have to manually move the blinding. There's the 4th pedal, and here is the electronic socket. Now let's get on to the rear portion of the car. The seats look comfortable and I've got a good thigh support. The adjustable headrest comes in handy. There is a good headroom as well, but the legroom could have been better. You've got the ventilated seat controls here, which is the first in segment feature. The reverse camera comes in only from HDK Plus variant for this car. So the camera quality is pretty good and has got the adaptive guidelines, which tilts along with your steering wheel. That's a good option you've got. You have one more first in segment feature where you can switch on the camera and have a rear view when you're driving the car.
To conclude with, Kia Sonet is one of the best options to go with if you are looking for a diesel engine which is BS6 compliant at a budgeted price. Low noise, great performance at lower RPMs are few positives about this car. To highlight the negatives, Kia Sonet being first introduced in India before any other countries, we do not know the long run statistics of this car. Missing 60-40 split seats, no cooler glow box and smaller spare wheel and lesser fifth occupant space are few negatives of this car. To add to this, we haven't got the NCAP ratings yet for this car. And also this car has got a waiting period of 3 months if you decide to book one.